First of all, can you tell the people of Zambia how you're going to deal with the economy according to your manifesto?
Thank you very much, Karisto, and for asking that question. I think that generally that is the first question we should ask all the candidates. Why? As I said, because we're in an economic crisis. We need to resolve the issues of poverty in our country. So our approach would be very, very basic, but maybe not basic to those who may not understand how to run business, how to run an economy. We want to make sure that we accelerate, we speed up economic development. The current levels of growth are too low. We are not creating sufficient jobs. We are not creating sufficient opportunities for our people who are employable. So our focus will be to make sure that we run what you could call a mixed economy, which is anchored on speedy economic development. I'll stay away from certain terminologies to help the viewers.
Yeah.
You know, what we would like to focus on is bring Zambians into the economic activity. We want to make sure that investments are promoted. Unlike my competitors who want to chase investors, we strongly believe that investors are welcome to Zambia.
They will stay.
Absolutely. First they will stay, including Zambian investors, because the primary investor and focus for investment must be a Zambian, because the Zambian is the one who understands, who has empathy, who has sympathy about the future of Zambia.
At the moment there seems to be very little, sorry to interrupt,
no,
but there seems to be not so many Zambians who are empowered. So we want you to address exactly how you're going to do it. Indeed, you can be cited, and some people think that you're a role model in the young people, and because they feel that you have achieved so much in a short time. But how will you ensure that we have 1,000 and millions of HHs in terms of the, the prosperity?
Thank you, guys. Let's come to that just now. So we want to promote investments. We want to nurture investments. Anybody who understands running a business, you have to nurture investment. You must make sure that you create conditions that are conducive for investment. First, for people to save money. You can't invest without savings. This is a sequential issue. You can't invest without savings. So you have to make sure that Zambians are able to save. How many Zambians are able to save now? Very little. Because the environment does not lend itself. It's not been managed in a way that allows Zambians to save and therefore to be able to invest. We want to create those conditions. Ensure that we support investments where Zambians are participants. Structured investments where we don't want to chase people of a certain color. That is 1920 mentality. You do not basically discriminate on the source of investment. What you do, you create conditions that allows every investment that comes to be structured in a way that it involves Zambians. Joint ventures, for example. And also focus on sectors such as agriculture, which primarily creates an opportunity for a country to feed itself. Any country that can't feed itself is at risk, because someday you will import food which is diseased, and you can actually kill your population. And we are very clear that agriculture needs to be given particular focus. Tourism, industry, banking and financial services, an area I understand quite well, in order to allow Zambians to be bankable, Zambians to be able to engage in business. So now, this environment will create, Karisto, by ensuring that we promote investments, local, foreign, but all of which are structured in what we may call a mixed economy. Because certain aspects of investment will require public resources, government intervention, such as a combination of public-private money in electricity generation. Look at the potential we have in our country. We have missed an opportunity in electricity income generation. We are having load shedding because of poor planning. We want to bring strong vision, strong planning, strong implementation. This is where we fall, you know, on our tummies, flat. We need strong implementation, monitoring and control. When things are going wrong, we should correct them. Now, this is the environment we want to create. We want to remove bureaucracy in the conduct of business. We want to ensure that Zambians are given special access to investment. For example, in the mining sector, all mining licenses, Caristo, we want to make sure that priority for these licenses is given to Zambia. It starts with prospecting. The foreign money must come as joint venture with Zambians. So Zambians have the licenses, foreign capital comes in on a joint venture basis. I was laughing, someone was saying, Hakainde, how will Zambians be shareholders in the mining companies when they have no money? I said, this is exactly what Hakainde wants to bring to public life. To ensure that you deliberately regulate, you give Zambians these licenses. In fact, foreigners laugh at us. They think there's something wrong with us. So in doing that, you are able to combine license issuance to Zambians, foreigners bringing capital, and sometimes skills, technology. And then you combine these two, you have a mutual benefit, win-win situation. We want to ensure that we legislate that contracts must go to Zambians and Zambian companies as a priority. This is how you redistribute income. This is how you bring Zambians into economic activity. This is why we are saying we will grow the economy at a rate faster, maybe 10%. At that rate, Caristo, we can create jobs, more jobs than we are creating. Many of the graduates, college or university now, are roaming the streets of Lusaka or Kitwe Ndola without jobs. That's unacceptable. This is the skill that has been missing in politics. This is the skill that is relevant now, not political gymnastics, not political experience that denies citizens food. So we would be very, very clear in that area.